welcome to One Player. Today, we're back on Star Realms Frontiers. We are playing one of the boss challenges, and this is the Madness of the Machine. We are fighting against the Machine Cult, the Red Faction, and essentially the backstory goes like they're all, well, they finally realize that AI makes more sense than the rest of us, and they're here to wipe us out. We have to fight against that because we prefer not to be, and so we've got a deck over here of all of the Machine Cult cards plus a few Vipers and Scouts. We have a small deck of Vipers and Scouts ourselves, and it's our job to try to stop the onslaught. Now, I won't go over many of the basic rules. I mean, you'll probably pick them up as I play, but I won't go over the basic rules of Star Realms just because I figure you probably already know them. If you don't, go back and watch a few of my other Star Realms videos. There's a few in this series, and they will cover, especially the first one, will cover the kind of basic rules and turn orders. This has a couple of complex rules for the boss, so I am keeping the challenge rules right up here. I've got the rule book to the right hand side of me as well with the boss order of play, because there's some very specific things that this boss does and that are slightly different to the regular, or the other bosses, I should say. Anyway, we're going to take the first turn. I've pulled 3 cards. We've got a Viper and 2 Scouts, and so that means we're going to buy... I'm of the belief in these type of boss challenges that we just need to do as much damage as possible very quickly, and thus I wouldn't mind picking up this Frontier Hawk, given that it has 3 combat, and I suppose this Frontier Runner because it'll give us some... I don't know, that one's not as good, but anyway. So we're going to replace this, and then the boss's turn begins. Now we've got... Oh, I need to take his combat off him. So he's on 39. Take that. We're well on our way to defeating him. The boss takes his play. So he pulls 2 cards. That's one card plus the number of players, which is just me. So he's taking 2 cards. He's going to play the most expensive Machine Cult card first. Oh my... Come on. It's a 6 value outpost, so we're not going to be able to do any damage to him for probably a good few turns. That is a very lucky top card. Then he's going to use the... he's going to go back and play the next available Machine Cult card, which is this one. He is going to use an available primary ability of a base, which is this. Scrap, but he doesn't have that, so he can't scrap this one. He is going to draw a card, and so that's that. When he gains trade, he gains combat instead, so that's 1, 2. He's got 3 combat, and so that's 1, 2, 3 combat, yes. He's then going to scrap this card, so he's going to scrap an available scrap ability. So he uses available scrap ability, so that's that. So he's going to get 2 more, that's 5, and that's it. He's done. So that, oh my gosh. So he's taken us down to 55, and I think that's how the turn goes. So he's played his cards in order of value. He's then used the available primary ability of a base. Then he's used the ally ability to gain the extra trade. When he gains trade, he gains combat instead, so he gained up to 5. Then he plays all his Scouts and Vipers, and then he attacks. Done. He's taken 5 health off us and got a 6 value outpost, which is going to just literally get in our way for the foreseeable future. Let's crack on, shall we? We've got 5 cards left in our deck, and they are all Scouts. Well, I say we go big or we go home, do we not? We take the Federation Cruiser, and that will be that. So this actually should go out of play. Should have thought about that. And now it's the boss's turn again. No damage this turn, and again for the foreseeable future, given that he has a giant outpost in play. Hopefully we can get that taken care of somewhat quickly. I'm saying you've got to get as fast as possible. He's pulling 2 cards. So this is the boss's hand. He's going to play the most expensive Machine Cult, which is 5. He can scrap a card in his discard pile, which... I suppose, yeah, this is his discard pile. I suppose he can, but there's no... He doesn't get anything for doing that. So he's got 5. He's going to use the primary ability of the base. No, he's not. He'll go back to turn 1, so he gets to put down another card. Oh my goodness. And he draws another one which is a builder bot. So, oh my gosh. Let's see. Then he's going to scrap the builder bot because he has the ability to do that. So that's an extra 2. So that's, let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 12, 15. Holy smokes, that is bad. Okay, 15, so we are down to 40 health already. This could be a short round. This could be a short round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, okay. Frontier Hawk. We've got 3 combat, draw a card, discard a card. Let's do that. Hopefully it's something with combat on it. It is not. It is a scout. So we've got a total of 4 combat, which is absolutely useless because we still can't take down the outpost. And we've got 4 currency, which I suppose we either pick up the patrol boat because we've got kind of a blue leaning deck, I think, or we get a cargo craft and a blob, which, to be fair, I don't think is the best value for us. Let's do this. I can't believe he's got an outpost already. This is going to be difficult, I tell you what. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our deck done. He's going to pull 2 cards. Oh, cool. Reclamation Station. That is going to get put down first, so that gives him a scrap card in our discard pile. That's oh, you know what? I should have been taking out the ones that he scrapped already. So that's those. So he doesn't have anything else available to scrap, so that's fine. Scrap card in your discard pile. Gain 3 combat for each of the cards you scrapped this turn. Okay. So what's he got? He's got a repair mech. So he's going to gain 3 or put a base. So the boss always chooses trade from this. So he's getting 3 here. He's got a scrap ability, which he is not going to use. He can draw a card, so he'll do that. It's a Viper. He'll play down the Viper. And now he has... And now he's going to... Is he going to scrap the Reclamation? Yes, he's going to scrap the Reclamation. So he's going to gain 3 for that as well. So he's gained 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which isn't as bad as I thought it was, but it's still pretty bad. So we are on 33. We're getting absolutely smoked, I tell you what. That should have gone there last turn. Guys, oh yes, okay, finally. Goodness gracious me. Okay, we've got the Federation Cruiser, the big boy. 5 and 4 authority gain, which is nice, if I could actually focus. And then, because I've got the Frontier Runner as well, an extra 2. So that will take care of the neural nexus that he has up here. We've got 7 combat. And actually that's pretty decent because we're gaining, what, 8? We're getting 8 authority back, so we are back to 41. Still less than when we started. But you know what? I'll take it. We're doing 7 damage, so we're doing 6 on this outpost, plus 1 to him, so he's on 38. And then we've got 5 trade, so this one. Every boss that I've faced, any time they're forced to discard a card, it's worth it, because it usually gives us 3 combat. This is the case as well. If a player would force the boss to discard a card, the player gains 3 combat. So this is actually a 5 combat card every turn, which is pretty good if you ask me. So that's a cost of 5, which has used up all of our stuff, and we are ready to go. Let's shuffle my deck here. Okay, so thankfully he's lacking ally abilities at this particular point, although that will quickly change, I imagine, once he starts playing his next hand. So what have we got? We've got a Viper and an integration port. It's another outpost of 5, so that's another big chunky outpost we've got to get through. He's going to play that, and he's going to use the primary ability, which is just to gain a trade, so he's gained 1 combat. He uses an ally ability, which he has none. He uses a scrap ability, which he has none. He then plays a Viper, so that gives him 2 combat, and he attacks. So that's down to 39, and you know what? That turn wasn't bad at all. If we can keep him... That stays. If we can keep him to that, I think we might have a chance, but goodness gracious me, we got absolutely smashed on those first couple of turns. We've got 5 cards in our hand, and they are all scouts. Oh my gosh. Okay, that could be better, I mean, I'll be honest. But what I do see is the chance for some synergy here if I can put 2 cargo crafts into my hand and get the nice ally abilities from them. That'll be pretty good. I think we've got one more yellow card in our hand, in our deck too. So why don't we do that? And we're kind of going, we're leaning blue yellow, which I mean, I guess oops, what am I doing? We're leaning blue yellow, which obviously makes sense given that there's no red cards in here. So essentially we're just ignoring the blob, which is usually the exact opposite of my tactics, which is to go for the blobs entirely because they're brilliant. But anyway, 2 cargo crafts, 1 trade goes out the window because there's nothing else to buy, and it is the boss's turn. The madness of the machine continues. You may scrap a card in your hand. Well, the boss always scraps cards when able. Okay, so then he does scrap this, doesn't he? Because we put it down. This hasn't happened yet, but we put it down. He now he has to activate it. So he does actually scrap this and doesn't gain that combat, which is actually fine by me. So he scrapped that. He always scraps the lowest cost card or a scout or a viper, so that makes sense. And then he's gaining, I mean, he's still gaining a decent amount of combat. So he's gaining 1 for this trade, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the ally ability. So we are down to 33, and I'm pretty sure that's back where we were a couple of turns ago. However, at least we've added a couple of turns to our chances here. What have we got? Please be something good. It really isn't. Okay, we are going to go up in our authority just a little bit. We've got that patrol boat with +3. Unfortunately, no ally ability, so we're up to 36. We can draw a card and discard a card with the Frontier Hawk, so we'll do that. Oh, that's nice. Here we go. We're placing down the Jamming Terminal. So this is the card with the opponent discards a card, trait or whatever on it, so we do gain 5 for that. This is a big turn, I think. We'll put down our 2 scouts and pick up... I mean, do we go blob or do we just go explorer? I suppose the blob because it gives us 3 instead of 2. I mean, what's the point? So we'll pick up these. We'll play down our viper, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. Now that is the kind of hit that I need. We're going to take down his outpost for 5 and deal 9 damage. He is on 29 health. That makes me feel a lot better. Now once the boss gets through his entire deck, he does win. So we are going to need to... He's probably through just over half maybe. So let's kick on, shall we? 2 cards for him. And it is a Builderbot and a Repair Mech. He plays the most expensive card first. He chooses the 3 trade, or 3 combat in that case. He then places down his Builderbot. You may scrap a card in your discard pile, which I don't think there is any scrap abilities left in here. You think he's already scrapped them all? Yes, he has. So instead... Oh, and then he goes ahead and scraps this one. So he's going to scrap this. But not before he earns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 combat. So we are down to 29, and we're actually even Stevens with the Machine Cult. Very nice. Let's carry on then, shall we? I'm thinking this card is going to be our kind of saving grace in this round. I have a feeling it's going to come in pretty handy. Oh, this goes in his discard pile. And we need, what, we need, oops, 29 I was, sorry. We need 1, 2, 3 cards. Yeah, see, there we go, the same combo, it's pretty nice. So we've got, this is going to be a big turn as well. So we've got 2 combat, 3 from his discarding a card, that's 3, 8, 9, 10 from the ally ability, 11 from the Viper, so let's just do 11 for now. That's 18. Brilliant turn. And then we're going to gain 8 authority back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the ally ability again. So 29 plus 8 is 37. Yes, maths. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 trade. I think we go with this outpost. Remember, the outpost makes it so that the boss has to attack the outpost first before taking health off us, and I think that is what we will do. We've got a base in play, but he can still just attack the. Yeah, he can still just attack me directly. If we have an outpost in play, he has to attack the outpost first. So let's do that. We'll buy the outpost with our 4. It's another outpost. Draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, sounds good. Not bad. Not bad indeed. 2 cards for the machine. He plays, oh my goodness, he plays the Destroyer Bot. Or you may scrap a card in your discard pile, which he doesn't have anything to scrap. So he's gained 5, and then he's gained 6. So that was a pretty simple turn, but still effective for the machine cult. 6 combat to me. I'm down to 31. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That does look a bit suspicious that I said I wanted them to turn up in both my hands and they finally did. Maybe it's just me not very well, not shuffling very well. But you know what? I am going to take it because screw you. So we've got... oh wow, that's huge. I didn't even see this on there. Look, again, target opponent discards a card. So... oh, I think we've won. I think we might have actually just won. Let's see. Let's think about this. We're not going to get our ally ability for the patrol boat, but we are going to get 3 authority. So let's just do that first. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trade. So 8 trade. I'm thinking about buying this light cruiser for 3, so that we've got 5 left, and I'm going to buy this base and this orbital shuttle to go into my deck later. And then let's see how much combat we've got. We've got 2, plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 3 is 11. The ally abilities of 8, which is 19, plus 4, which is 23. Whew, we just killed him. He's on -5 health. -5. There isn't a marker for that, but I'm just gonna... yeah, there you go. He's on -5. We did it. That seems strangely easy, or, well, no, just a bit straightforward. I think we got lucky, to be honest, with these cards, but that went pretty well, I think. The boss and draw a card. Let me just double check that I've followed the rules. Yeah, you know what? I think that's it. I think we've done it. That was. I feel pretty good about that. I don't know whether we just got really lucky with our cards. I mean, I think definitely focusing on the yellows was a decent tactic. But getting him down, we started off getting absolutely smashed. But then once we started getting some decent cards into our deck, especially these discard a card ones where you get a free 3 combat, I think we did okay. Not bad indeed. Well, that's it for the next one in our series. We've got let's see, we've got 3 more, I think. 3 more bosses to go. No, 4 more. 4 more bosses to go. So, plenty more videos to come. 4 more boss challenges to complete in the Star Realms Frontiers series. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop me a like, leave a comment if I completely mess this up, and don't forget to subscribe. Click the little bell, you'll get notified next time I put out a new Star Realms boss challenge. That is going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and well, I will see you later.